Listen, in Los Angeles, if they don't file within a year in a month, the case is automatically thrown. AK.
That's not true. So with all this stuff that happened with the Rollin 60s out in LA yesterday, I was watching Loyalty and Betrayal last night. Shout out to her. She did a long live going over the complaints against the Rollin 60s and Big U. And I noticed Bricc Baby was not listed as a defendant on that indictment. He's actually on his own separate indictment. So we're going to go over that today. Before we do, I'm going to show you guys a glimpse of the Big U indictment. We're not going to go over it because it's like 100 and some pages long and we ain't got time for that today. All right. Now, without further ado, let's go ahead and get into this content. All right. So the United States District Court of Central District of California. These are defendants right here. There's 7 of them. I think there was like 19 arrests altogether. You got to figure there's probably going to be some talking and there's going to be some on their own separate indictments like Bricc Baby. You notice Big U is the first name up here. And if we go down a couple names, you got Tremaine, Ashley Williams. No wonder why he always be trying to act so tough. He got a complex. All right. But yeah, so this is the Rollin 60s indictment, right? And there's a couple of key pages we want to look at here. Let's see. What did I have? We have how Henley and Big U Enterprises respond to failures to check in. This really stood out to me right here, you guys. We're gonna go over this real quick. How Henley and Big U Enterprises respond to failures to check in 2022. Keep that year. Remember that year. Y'all know about that year. The FBI interviewed a cooperating witness, CW1, who told the FBI about one of these check-in incidents. CW1 said that they knew Henley, who was a Rollin 60s member. CW1 also said Henley led a money-making gang that was distinct from the Rollin 60s, referring to the Big U Enterprise. According to CW1, rap artists, athletes, and other individuals needed to pay Henley a fee when they visited Los Angeles. And it goes over CW1. Now, I don't know who this is. Maybe you guys can put the pieces together and figure out who this is. Let me know down in the comment section. CW1 has a criminal history that includes convictions for possession of sales of narcotics in 2003 and 2009 in violation of California Health and Safety Code sections 11350A and whatever, respectively, as well as shooting into an inhabited dwelling in 2003 in violation of California Penal Code section 246. CW1 received cooperation credit from the Central District of California at sentencing in prior drug conspiracy cases, alleging a violation of Title 21, United States Code Section 846. However, former President Biden commuted CW1's sentence for that offense. CW1 then recounted that a large buy-in dice game occurred in Los Angeles in June 2019. The game involved the professional boxer AB, which is primarily Adrian Bronner, right? Associates and several prominent NBA members. According to CW1, AB and his associates fixed the game and cheated the NBA players out of millions of dollars using teased dice. And you know, why are millionaires shooting dice in the streets still? Huh? That doesn't make sense to me whatsoever. Y'all know people getting killed at dice games. Come on. So basically this goes on to say, following the game, the NBA players wanted their money back, so they went to Big U, who turned around and sent a whole bunch of Rollin 60s to press Adrian Bronner. Now, this part right here goes a little bit into in loose cannon. Williams later admitted to this robbery and aftermath on podcast. On the No Jumper podcast, after stating that Williams was Henley's right-hand man, Williams explained, so basically, he'll manipulate things. We'll go and do something. And then the same niggas we do it to show, damn, they dropped the N-bomb in the paperwork. and go and do something, and then the same niggas we do it to show up to the house like 10 minutes later as we trying to count everything. And we like, how the blah. Williams then said that Henley would state, well, we just going to give it like 40K back. Okay. So they're basically saying Luce Cannon snitched on himself and Big U multiple times on No Jumper and Clubhouse. And it also goes in to say that there was a couple robberies committed by Bricc Baby and his crew, and they paid up to Big U. They have wiretaps stating this. They have the two talking on wiretaps together, Bricc Baby and Big U, about it. Then they have Big U talking to somebody else about it. United States District Court of Central District of California, October 2024 grand jury. So remember all that time where he was saying that he had a DA reject? And that's why we didn't hear about this case. Now, I tried to tell him, I tried to say, Bricc Baby did not have a DA reject, and the feds were coming for him because him being a felon, having an AK, which it turns out he had more than that, is a federal offense. And that's why the local cops let him go, because the feds were coming for him. Didn't listen. Did not listen. Did not listen. Felon in possession of firearms and ammunition. This is Bricc Baby's indictment. I was right about it. I told you I don't like being right about it, because it turns out that I actually kind of like Bricc Baby. So let's get into it. On or about July 12, 2002 in Los Angeles County within the Central District of California, defendant Zaire Mitchell, aka Bricc Baby, aka Big Shitty. We're not gonna go through all his goddamn names. We're not gonna do that. Knowingly possessed ammunition, namely 3 rounds of Speer 9mm Luger caliber ammunition, which was expelled from a firearm that he possessed, and shot in a business parking lot in and affecting foreign commerce. Now, a lot of people think that you have to do something major for the feds to come after you, right? That's not necessarily the case. That's not necessarily the case. All the feds have to do is find some sort of nexus that makes this a federal case. And this part that I just read right here, where he shot in a business parking lot in and affecting interstate and foreign commerce. That's all they got to put in there to come after you if they really want you. Now, this is why they raided his house to begin with. This is why his house got raided. So that's what we were wondering. We thought his house got raided because of the little Dirk situation. No, his house got raided because he was in a parking lot wilding out. It's probably off them perks, right? So, all right, defendant Mitchell possessed such ammunition knowing that he had previously been convicted of at least one of the following felonies. Felony crimes, each punishable by a term of imprisonment exceeding 1 year. Reckless evading, possession of a controlled substance, criminal threats, robbery. Now, count 2. On or about June 23rd, 2023 in Los Angeles County within the Central District of California, defendant Zaire Mitchell, also known as Bricc Baby, we're not gonna go over his fucking names again, right? Knowingly possessed the following firearms and ammunition, each in and affecting interstate and foreign commerce. See, there it goes again. There it goes again. That's all they got to put in there. A Ruger model LCP. My wife has this, the 380 caliber. She don't even like it. It's too small for her hands. So why does Bricc Baby have it? And my wife's tiny. Yeah. So he also had a Canic 9mm. Damn, he got a Canic. I want Canic model TP9SF 9mm. A Radom model Hellpup. Wow. He had a 5.56 Hellpup. Sheesh. Approximately 26 rounds of Cascade cartridge incorporated 9mm. Yeah. Approximately 32 rounds of Lake City 5.56 ammunition. Approximately 6 rounds of whatever Piochi 380. Approximately 31 rounds of Remington Peters 5.56. Approximately 36 rounds of Hornady 5.56. Why all the different manufacturers though? Usually when I go buy ammo for my guns, I usually stick with the same manufacturer. Like for my 9s, Hornady. For actually, I think for my 5.5 for my AR, Hornady too. But either way, I always buy the same ammunition. I don't know why that's how you get inconsistent shots right there when you're mixing up your ammunition. Anyways, 1 round of Spear 45 caliber, 1 round of precision made cartridges 45 caliber. Defendant Mitchell possessed such firearms and ammunition, knowing that he had previously been convicted of at least one of the following felony crimes, each punishable. And it's going over the same thing that we just talked about, his 5 previous charges, right? So on page 5, pursuant to Rule 32.2 of the Federal Rules of Criminal Procedure, notice is hereby given that the United States of America will seek forfeiture as part of any so basically, any guns that he has, any ammunition he has to give that up. The defendant, if so convicted, shall forfeit to the United States. Yeah, see, this is talking about the guns and stuff. To the extent such property, if he can't forfeit the gun, if he doesn't have any of the guns, he can't forfeit them or whatever. He's gonna have to pay cash or give up some property in the same value or whatever. And that's pretty much it for Bricc Baby. So Bricc Baby's going down on that gun charge that he caught in 2023 where they raided his house, plus a gun charge previous to that, the reason why they raided his house. So he's got 2 counts to himself, and they're probably going to supersede his indictment and put him in with the Big U thing, because he is mentioned. Listen, look, we're gonna look at this. So if you guys look up here in the right hand corner where it says Mitchell is highlighted right there, his name is mentioned 10 times in this indictment, right? If we put in Luce Cannon 36 times in this indictment, and then we have Big U, who's mentioned a whopping 668 times in this indictment. That is wild. That is wild. Now, Big U, I've said months ago, Big U needs to stop talking on the internet. Whether he's innocent or guilty, he needs to stop talking. Because when he talks, he sounds like somebody that just shouldn't be trusted. He sounds disingenuous. And honestly, I don't know the man. No offense to him or his family or anybody else. He sounds stupid. He sounds stupid. And he decided to make some videos before he turned himself in, talking about it, incriminating himself even further. Anybody who's close to Big U, please tell that man. I'm not supporting Big U whatsoever, but I don't wish jail upon nobody. Tell him to stop talking on the internet, please. He's talking about Whack 100 and Luce Cannon and Bricc Baby talking on the internet. Bro, you talk on the internet too. You talk on the internet too. Is that when they talk on the internet, we think they capping. You know what I'm saying? We don't think they telling the truth. Anyways, you guys, that's my video for today. You guys, this paperwork is on Pacer. I haven't decided if I'm going to go over the Big U paperwork, because that's going to be everywhere. And like I said, it's like 107 pages long. So there's a lot of information and a lot of stuff to cover there. And honestly, I don't know if I have time to do it or to want to. It's more like I don't have to want to do it, right? So if you're new to the channel and you made it this far, go down and hit that subscribe button and make sure you hit the bell icon. That way YouTube notifies you every time I drop a new video. And when you guys get notified, make sure you click on that notification and watch the video, because that helps the video get into the YouTube algorithm, which in turn helps the video get more views and brings more revenue to the channel, helps me buy more stuff, more cameras, microphones, more monitors, keyboards, stuff for the back there, lights and stuff. You know what I'm saying? What also helps is you guys hitting that like button. Smash the fuck out of that like button. and drop me a quick comment. All that is free for you guys to do, and all that helps the video and helps the channel. I appreciate you guys very much. My family appreciates you guys very much. For now, it's your boy King Charm. I'm about this bitch. Peace.